Welcome to the WISPA presentation. Thank you for coming, and I hope that we'll have something of interest for all of you. My name is Cathy Williams. I am currently the president of the Women's Soaring Pilots Association. I want to give a special welcome not only to our members, but to our associate members, those men kind enough to join and support us, and we have quite a few. And also any guests in the room, we really would love you to join, and I hope you hear why I think that would be a wise thing for you to do. So you see our schedule up there. We are going to try to stay to that schedule. I actually have somebody who's watching the time, so you might see them interrupt us if any one of us goes long. I'm also, for the same reason, going to ask you to hold questions until the end of the presentation. And if we have more than 5 minutes of questions, we're happy to stay after if you don't have a lunch appointment. And if you do have a lunch appointment, you can get us at the booth. You can get us around the convention floor. You can text us off we'll be happy to answer your questions any way it needs to be. And as you can see, we're going to start with something that WISPA supports. It is not a WISPA event, but you notice that our title is that Women Soaring Pilots Advance Soaring. And one of the ways we advance soaring is to offer this, or support this cross-country camp. And Colleen, Koenig, and Alice Palmer, both WISPA members for quite a while, are going to tell you about the cross-country camp.
Good morning, and thanks for giving us this opportunity to let you all know about our cross-country camp. Oops, sorry. I'm used to standing over there and projecting. So I'm Colleen, this is Alice, and we're gonna just tell you briefly about our cross-country camp. This year it's gonna be in September, the 3rd through 8th. Normally it's in July. The last 2 years it's in July. Next year it's gonna be in July. So if September works for you, please come. If not, next year it'll be in July. Normally around the week of 4th of July is when we try to hold that camp. So here's our instructors. Oh, I have a question. How many of you fly cross country? Okay, for those of you that haven't flown cross country yet, what's holding you back? No, really, please shout it out.
Being a solo person.
Well, that helps.
Access to an appropriate glider.
Okay. I'm sorry? Not wanting to land in a field? Yeah, I mean, those are valid. That's valid. Yeah. Anybody else?
Opportunity, now retired.
There you go, opportunity. Yeah, confidence is a big one. Yeah. And so a lot of these we do try to address during the cross-country camp. So we're not just going to throw you out there. We're going to step you through planning a cross-country. So let's see. Here's our instructors. We have Alice Palmer and her beautiful DG. Carol Ann Garrett is now a jet glider. So that instead of the propeller, it's now 2 jets, which is very cool. And then that's me at the bottom in my 27. The way that we structure the camp is in the mornings, we have ground school. These are a few of the topics that we cover. I'm not going to read them to you because I think you all can read. And it may seem overwhelming, but it's not. We give it to you in little bites as we go along. And included in there, which I don't know, we also talk about, soaring fashion and accessories. So we'll teach you how to use your flight computer if you have one. If not, you don't need one. But we are close and personal in helping you become comfortable in your glider to go cross country. Our afternoons are flying. So in the morning, you're going to be given a task to try for that day. And then in the afternoon, you're going to go practice that task. If you're not ready to go fly 300 kilometers, that's great. We have courses, we have courses set up where you're never more than 10 nautical miles from the airport where you can fly 50 kilometers in a circle. And if you are uncomfortable and you need to bail, you just come home. If that's too easy for you, we have courses that will take you much further out. So we step you through that. And then, of course, there's so much information, both in the morning and in the afternoon. We send you home with resources where we pulled this information from. So when you get home, you'll say, oh gosh, what was that Caroline told me to do? Well, it should be in one of the articles. It's in this resource that you can take home.
So let's do a little deeper dive on our content. So in the morning sessions, we're going to work on some of your skills, building some of your skills. So we talk about cloud reading. We talk about how you can improve your thermaling skills, because those are essential for good cross-country flying. We're going to dive into the math a little bit and either relearn or learn how to compute your glide distance so that you can gain confidence in your glide ratio and stretch yourself and expand your glide distance. So you'll understand that better. We're going to do a deeper dive on your glider polar so that you understand how that works, and especially some of the things that degrade your glide angle, like headwinds and sink. So you'll understand how that works and how to figure that out on your polar. And then we're going to talk about how to fly more efficiently cross-country so that as you gain experience, you can expand your distance, take advantage of longer soaring days and that type of thing. We will expose you to a number of different tools that are going to help you with planning your cross-country flights. A couple of them here. One on the right is called Glide Plan. If you may not have heard of that before, but Glide Plan software helps you figure out the altitude you need between known good landing sites. So you can change the glide ratio, you can add a safety altitude at different altitudes and see how that affects the altitude you need between points. You can apply the forecasted winds, see how that affects your flight. And then we also, in conjunction with that, we use Google Earth, and we're going to take a really close look at some of the turn points that we use for the tasks around Moriarty, so that you can confidently navigate there, whether you have a computer or not. So Google Earth is a great planning tool.
So to build on the tools, and remember, you don't have to even come to the camp knowing what these are. During the camp, if you're not comfortable with these and you need to work on your basic flying skills, that's what we want you to do. We don't want you to get overwhelmed with the tools. But the tools are there to help us, and as you grow, you're going to learn how these are going to help you get to the Cathy level, right? So you can see on the left is some traces, and on the right is the analysis of that flight. We look at things to make sure that, are you circling left and right? Do your thermals look like a spaghetti bowl or a nice spiral? You know, how is your thermaling? And that is important in order to achieve those cross-country times and having that confidence for staying in those thermals and knowing that you're using them efficiently to have that confidence to go further. And then, of course, we talk about weather. Every morning we do a weather briefing on what the day's gonna look like. So we look at it first thing in the morning, and then when we're ready to fly, we look at the weather again. We look at it online, we go outside and we read the sky. Did the sky match what the prediction was that morning? And then we go fly the sky, right? But in the morning, it allows us to decide what we might want to do, and then when we go to fly, it tells us if it's achievable. So there's resources for that. SkySight, XC Skies are two tools that we use, but the National Weather Service, Windy, there are so many tools out there that you don't have to buy that give you great information. And then once you're ready to get up to that next level, going into SkySight and XC Skies helps you as well.
So if we should have a no-fly day, we don't stop learning. So as part of the camp, we have some guest speakers, and they help add to our content. They're great experts on certain aspects of cross-country soaring, but we have more people that we can call on if we have a no-fly day to give us more talks. One of the most popular activities we've had on a no-fly day is to go look at outlanding sites around Moriarty, and that includes airfields of various types, some better than others, and things like crop circles, which if you pick the right crop circle, you can land in a crop circle, but you need to know certain things, like on the left side here, Carol Ann is pointing out this big ditch that is created by the irrigation system, the giant wheel that goes around. And that's not obvious from the air that that ditch is quite deep, okay? So this is a great experience to go around and actually look at that. And it ties back to Colleen's talk on picking field selection. So there's content that supports this. The other thing that we provide as part of the camp is Carol Ann has created a Moriarty outlanding database. And it's a Google Maps, a Google Earth based database where you can pick the location, see the location of where people have landed at various times around Moriarty, and there you can click on it, get pictures of the site, often from the ground and the air. Somebody's flown over it and taken pictures, and notes that people have added, like when was the last time somebody actually landed there, when was the last time somebody walked to the field, that type of thing. So that's part of what we send you in advance so you can do some pre-flight planning.
So the best part about the course is you get to make friends. You get to meet women that are like-minded and just have a week of fun. So please join us this year at the camp. You can email Caroline Garrett, or if you email someone at WISPA, they can get it to us. We will love to see you there. We would like for you to bring your own glider if possible, or a club glider, and if not, let us know. Maybe we can find someone to help. Can't guarantee it, but we will do our best. Thank you.
I can't tell you how important this camp is. I've been flying cross country a very long time, and when I started, you went up, you knew you were going to land out at the end of the day, and you just did it. And a lot of the things that they're teaching, I've not learned. And I still do a lot of cross country, but I am trying desperately to get to this camp where I can learn these more modern ways, more confident building ways. WISPA supports this with donation, and we will continue to do so. If you are feeling that, hey, wait, this is way over my head, this is not for me, it's my job now to tell you about WISPA. And the last thing, Alice is going to tell you about the scholarships. So when you say, I don't know if I can afford this, it's coming. But let me tell you the other things that I want you to know and try to be brief. You see there, we were founded in '86. I will tell you there were 3 seminars before there was an organization. That was the order they did it. We are a division of SSA. We accept donations. We're tax-free. Now, the next one I want to emphasize, we promote all aspects of soaring for women. That's our mission. All aspects mean if you want to support, we love you. If you want to run something rather than fly, we love you. If you have not yet soloed, we've got things for you. If you need to try to be Cathy and beat her records, wish that was me, we are there for you. At every level, we are there for you. And then I really want to emphasize, for those of you who are associates or maybe just guests listening to what we have to say, WISPA members contribute to the growth of the entire soaring community. And that is my major message to many of you. We need you, but you need us. And I hope that I will go on about that. You see a picture there of one of our seminars. All right, so why WISPA? So peer group, role models, friendships, nurturing, less competitive. So what I want to say about that, women members of SSA, 9% of the membership. That's not very many. 4% of SSA instructors. That's not very many. Now, that's not all instructors. That's the one that have SSA. But we, as women, are the potential recruitment. SSA is desperate for members. They're desperate for recruitment. And we are half the population or more. So WISPA needs to care about women pilots, and WISPA is here for that. Women often appreciate a peer group of women soaring pilots when they have few or no other women participating at their primary soaring site. Now, the amount of problem that is depends on the woman or the girl. Some people are perfectly happy and enjoy being in that male environment, and some don't. Whisper is a way for everybody to feel comfortable in soaring in the way that they need. And we provide that networking, friendship that can help a lot of people feel comfortable with what they want to do in soaring. We maybe provide a little bit less competitive, more nurturing environment for women who feel like they need that. I was one who said, why would I need that? I don't need Whisper. I'm happy in my club. They're supportive of me. But not everybody has the club I had. Not everybody feels the way I did. So we're there for what you need. We facilitate retention, and I believe in retention even more than recruitment, because we give support along your entire soaring journey, not just to solo. Yes, we have things to support you with solo, but it doesn't end there. It doesn't end with your rating. It doesn't end anywhere we go. You know, we continue to progress. And we can provide the friendships, even over the phone or email, that keep us going. We really make friends within Whisper. And to me, most important, or very important, Whisper offers to the soaring community a convenient focus for identifying, recruiting, supporting, and retaining women soaring pilots. So SSA wants us to join and fly, but maybe they don't have the best method. We're a division of SSA. We need to do better at helping SSA to grow. And lastly, I would like to point out that women pilots are growing the entire soaring community. How many CFIGs in this audience? Do you see that? Now, I'm not even going to ask how many students we have who aren't women, because most of us teach mostly men. We are creating the students, the pilots. We are towing people. I know you all know female tow pilots. We are running contests, scoring contests, supporting SSA. So women, once recruited, really give back a huge amount. All right, what we do. Seminars, trophies, website and a quarterly newsletter, networking, support, representation of women in the soaring community, scholarships and mentors. And if you're wondering what that very pretty hanging lady is in the middle, that's called our Flying Goddess, and that is a trophy that you win at the seminar if you write the best limerick. Isn't she cute? And then you get to take her home. Of course, that's Phyllis Wells that you see, and Phyllis used to be in charge of our scholarship program. All right, so seminars. 5-day event. Usually you arrive on Sunday and it's from Monday through Friday. What do you get for your registration? You get daily classes at the level you need, maybe not cross-country unless that's what you're looking for. 3 daily meals, which is unusual in soaring events. Often you have to be part of the preparation, but that varies with the place, instruction, cross-country flights. Various sites. Our seminar is in a different place each year. About every 5 years we go out of country. So you see some of the places. We will be having our 45th seminar in Germany this year, and you see more pictures and people and whatever. So that is our t-shirt design and design for the seminar coming up, the 45th in Ubersberg. I don't say umlauts well, July 3rd through 7th. So when you pay the registration fee, which this year is $425, let's go on to the next one. This is where you're going. It does not include your transportation. It does not include your lodging, although there is very inexpensive lodging, including you can stay in a tent on the airport. They also have bunk rooms on the airport. And it does not include your flying. That is billed as you're there. So what does it include? Well, it includes a donation to the Briglieb, am I saying it correctly? Scholarship, which is a scholarship that pays the fees of one of our scholarship awardees, a student. It includes a t-shirt, so you can all have that fancy picture. 3 meals a day, as you know. and then you would pay for your flying and your lodging. So the Anmar Lindbergh Trophy has been around for a long time. Some very well-known women pilots have won it. It is a handicapped distance trophy, so it's for you cross-country people that are just starting out. You are handicapped by your badge level and by the glider that you fly. So if you do not have a silver badge and you're flying a 126, you can beat Carol Ann Garrett, who flies 320 miles in her super glider. Please, if you go cross-country, put in an application for this award. You'd be amazed how little you have to go when you're just starting out. And it was done that way purposely to encourage you beginners. Once you've soloed, got your rating, got some practice on landings, you're ready. And we've got a trophy for you. The other one that you're seeing is the Virginia Schweitzer Trophy. We supported that, but it is given by the 126 championships, and it is for the highest scoring woman of the contest. Really fun to compete with other women. You can only win it if there's at least 2 women in the contest, and I've flown many where I was the only one, so I didn't get to win it. But lately, we had 4 women. What fun to have 4. Now, you don't have to have your own plane. If you're flying a team, the score that's scored is your average daily score. So if you have a team and you only flew 2 of the 5 days, your score is your 2 days. So that's a fun thing, and the 126 championships, by the way, are in May in Ohio, and they would love to have you there. And then we are going to have a new award. It's already voted, Bertha Ryan Service Award. This will be for service rather than flying. And there is going to be a Doris Grove Trophy, and the parameters of that are not clear, but perhaps will have to do with how many cross-country flights you submitted. I love that idea. So it's not saying, are you the best pilot, but how hard are you trying? So we're talking about that, but it's not clear yet what we're going to do. Okay, we have a website. You see it there. You can get it at the booth. That's the home page. We changed the home page from, that's not the home page now, but it was. The website is a work in progress. We had to change it, and some of the things are giving us problems. I beg you, if you try to get something from WISPA through that website, it's not working for you, don't give up. Just send me, make a comment, send me, it tells you where, and I will fix it. I will make it happen for you. So I know sometimes PayPals don't go through, whatever. Don't give up, just let me know. Okay, hangar soaring is something that we truly brag about. Oh, I thought that meant stop talking. Not yet. Okay, so Frauke, who is here with us today, has a long-term editor. I can't tell you enough what a wonderful source of historical data there is there on women aviation and women in soaring. Frauke has tremendous contacts. Anytime that you want something interesting to read, go to the website, read any hangar soaring, and you will be fascinated with who she's writing about from all over the world and the things that they did. This happens to be a picture of the women's worlds and the woman who won holding up her baby, which I just thought was great for this presentation. It's hard to fly when you have kids. I've done it, Frauke's done it, but we do, we have special challenges as mothers and women. We give support, yes, okay. We give support. You're looking at mentors and mentees, and several people in that picture are both. So we give scholarships, then we ask for people to be mentors. You're looking at the representation through the SSA booth. We've given money for Girls in Aviation, et cetera. Now, this is important to me. How can you help? I'm talking to every one of you and the people you talk to. Please participate. Just come, do, volunteer, whatever, then publicize. Please tell the people in your club. Get the women to apply for scholarships, get the men to be associates, come and help us at the seminars. Okay, so participate, publicize, volunteer. Fourth, not on a slide, I guess, is please join. I didn't put that first, but we would like you to join. We have about 160 members. We'd like more. We've had more in the past. About 22 of those are associates, some of them giving us significant money, 10,000 from Carl Streetic last year, 25,000 from SSA with a grant to support us. We have the money to support. We need you to join. We need associates to come to seminars, to help us any way that you can, and then to volunteer. There you go. We're now going to hear about the scholarships, because I do think that's our biggest claim to fame, and especially the fact that we support youth, but we support more adult soaring pilots than anywhere else that I know.
So I am the WISPA Scholarship Chair, and I took over several years ago from Phyllis Wells. Those of you who know Phyllis, she ran it for more than 20 years, and just amazing job. It ended up being easy for me to take over, but I don't do it alone. I have an awesome committee of several people who are highly involved in evaluating the scholarships and advising me as chair. And I also have help from the WISPA board, including Kristen Ferry, who is our scholarship director, and she's our liaison to the board. So I have a lot of help doing this. As Cathy said, we have a number of scholarships. We have about 8 scholarships. And I want to point out that they're not all for young people. A lot of the aviation organizations do a fantastic job supporting youth in aviation of various types, and that we need a lot. But we have scholarships that support not only youth. For example, the Sky Ghost is for pilots under 25, but 25 and over too, and your advanced certificates and things like that. Commercial CFIG, if you want to become a tow pilot. If you want to do advanced soaring like cross country, you can apply for that Maria Faber scholarship to go to the cross country camp if you want to do that. Or maybe you want to take an aerobatic course in Arizona. The Carl Streetic competition scholarship will help you go to your first contest if you're interested in that. And as Cathy mentioned, the Brigleb scholarship is for women taking glider lessons who want to attend the seminar. The fees for that go for your registration, and some of your flying will get paid through that scholarship if you're interested in attending that. So I'm looking around the room here. How many of you have been awarded a WISPA scholarship? Okay, and so those of you who are thinking about it, now you know the people to go to talk to, okay? And you can only apply for one scholarship a year, but you can apply for another one each year as you progress through these advanced ratings. So we have Teresa right here, who has been a multiple scholarship winner, and we probably have others. So keep that in mind, that, just because I got one last year does not mean you can't apply for your next rating or whatever the following year. Okay, so this is, WISPA has been giving scholarships for more than 30 years. So as you can imagine, we have many success stories. And Jenna, would you mind standing up? I'm gonna embarrass her a little bit, I hope not, but so Jenna was one of our Glider Girl recipients last year, and at Harris Hill, she completed her commercial glider, and oh, by the way, she went ahead and got her CFIG at Harris Hill last summer as well, just in time for her to head to Boulder, Colorado, so she could start her PhD program. So now she's giving scenic rides and instructing in Boulder. So she's one of our great success stories. So congratulations, Jenna. And she's also going to be a mentor this coming year, and I'm going to tell you about the mentor program in just a second. So Mayan, who's not here today, but she's another success story from a recent scholarship, Mid-Kolstad scholarship. Mayan is an experienced seaplane instructor in the Seattle area, and she wanted to learn to fly gliders. So she just completed, in this past fall, completed her commercial glider add-on, and now she wants to become a glider instructor so she can instruct in gliders. Don't we need more glider instructors? Yes. So here is an example of how our scholarships are really benefiting the community, because Mayan's going to get into the system as a glider instructor, and it's just awesome, just like Jenna. Okay. And of course, all of our 3 world competitors in Australia from the Women's World Gliding Championships were previous scholarship recipients. So keep that in mind if you want to break some of Cathy Foch's records or compete in the World Championships. So I mentioned, and Cathy mentioned, our mentoring program. This is one of our most successful programs where we pair a WISPA member with each scholarship recipient. And we try to do that, pair them together. So if possible, I pair an instructor with somebody who's working on instructor, or a commercial pilot. So Elizabeth Tattersall here is paired with Teresa working on her commercial. So that I try to do that as best I can. But these relationships are great. The mentor does not have to be an instructor. That person just needs to provide encouragement, work through those inevitable challenges that each of us face as we're trying to meet our next goal, and they become a resource, and maybe they can connect the scholarship recipient to a resource if needed. And so often they become long-term friendships as well. So that's also a benefit. So could you raise your hand if you have been or are currently a mentor? Okay. And I need more mentors from WISPA. So women, if you are willing to be a mentor, please come and see me, because I really do need more people to volunteer to do that for our scholarship recipients. Bless you. Thank you, Cindy. What's that? So I had Jenna come to me and say, I'd be willing to be a mentor. Now Cindy's willing to be a mentor. So thank you. And I need more. So wonderful. That's great. So how do you find out more information? Well, Cathy gave you the WISPA website, and we have a page, a scholarship page on the website that gives you all the information you need on the different scholarships. And so you can go there for all the latest information. And if you or someone you know is really planning to apply, please be sure and read that information on the right side, which is how to prepare a good application. It gives you some tips on what we're looking for. And on that website also is my contact information if you have questions. So we need your help, please. Please promote the scholarships, please promote WISPA, but also promote the scholarships to the women in your club or your commercial operation, because that's how we grow in WISPA, is by word of mouth. That's the best way. So please help us with that. The deadline for scholarships this year is coming up, March 15th. So take a look quickly, or if you know someone who might be interested in scholarships, please have them take a look quickly at the information. I'm always available through the email scholarships@womensoaring.org. I can help with your questions. I'll be here through the convention, so you can just pull me aside and ask me anything you want. I want to point out that at the WISPA booth, I have a few here, but thank you, Kristen Ferry, for putting this wonderful little card together. Take a few of these to your club members. It has the list of scholarships. It doesn't have any details because we want you to go to the website, but it has the relevant information. And please take these and give them to the women in your clubs so that they know about WISPA and know about the scholarships.